Do you know how agents are trained to spot fake dollar bills? Okay. So they're locked in room for days, right? Counting original bills. And then after a few days, they would slip in a fake bill. And now these agents have become quite familiar with the original bills that it's easier for them to spot the fake. Now, it happens to us as human beings as well, right? We believe we know enough about people to be able to spot a fake, maybe in our circle. But if you think about it, fake people are not the obviously dangerous ones. They're not the smokers, the drunk, the womanizer, the bully, or the thief. The kind of friends parents will usually warn their children to be wary of. No, they're not. Fake people are subtle. And a perfect example of that is a man named Jonadab in the Bible. The scriptures describe him as subtle, the same word used to describe the serpent in Genesis. A subtle person is a deceiver, a liar, someone that gives false information about themselves. Well, if you're not familiar with this story, you can look it up. Let's do a quick recap on Jonadab and his character. Well, he's a friend to Anon, King David's son, and he visited him at the palace daily. They were very good friends that cherished each other's companionship. Then one day, Anon looked really sad, and Jonadab asked him what the problem was. Then he confided in him that he was in love with his sister, Tamar, and he wanted to be intimate with her. And Jonadab said, "Oh, that's easy," and taught Anon what to do. He was to pretend he was really sick, then tell their father to send the sister Tamar over to cook for him, and then he would ask her to spoon feed him and then take advantage of her in the process. Anon listened to him. And that single advice from a crafty friend set off the hottest family battle in the Old Testament. He's the sort of friend that smuggles sin into one's life one after the other, starting from petty ones until one has gone too far down the lane and it's too late to turn back. That's the sort of friend that can even fake repentance and salvation, pretend to be a believer just to bring one down. Whoever walks with this kind of friend does not get purer, but dirtier, more sinful, and more wicked. Jonadab, in a sense, represents the powers of darkness, waging a spiritual battle against God's elect. We're social animals, and relationships are an intrinsic and inseparable part of our lives. But for a relationship to be real, the person has to be real. Which is why spotting a fake person is a very essential skill to avoid disappointment and future regret. Number one, they're evasive. Like Jonadab, you find out after years of friendship that you hardly know anything about them. Their whole life is shrouded in mystery. You hardly know much about their background, their family. Sometimes you don't even know where they live, yet they seem to know everything about you. Number two, they're focused on appearances. For some, how a friendship looks on camera is more important than how it looks in real life. If your friend is overly focused on making sure that others know everything you do together, it can be a sign of ingenuity. Number three, they always need attention. We all know a person or two who loves drama and being the center of attention. Friendship with a person like this can be conflictual, one-sided, and very manipulative. Attention-seeking behavior don't all look the same, but it is an indicator of fake friendship. Number four, they peer pressure you. This happens when somebody tries to convince you or push you into acting in ways that don't align with your values or your usual behaviors. Number five, they don't support you. If your friend is never available to you when you need them, they are probably not that invested in your relationship. Number six, they judge you. If you notice that somebody is constantly questioning your behaviors, ideas, or choices, you may be dealing with a fake. While some disagreement is unavoidable in any relationship, an obscene amount of it is not a good sign. Number seven, they only reach out to you when they need you. I think that's self-explanatory enough. Number eight, they are energy vampires. Their consistent negative attitude, need for attention, and judgmental behavior can leave you feeling mentally and emotionally drained. In life, we're bound to meet people who will stick to us and over time become our partners and our friends. And so as not to fall into the trap of Jonadabians, it is better for us to be sensitive. And always remember that the worst kind of person to walk with is not dangerous, but subtle. Always remember that. Namaste.